Wavesound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Raised by Wolves by Jess Ho, narrated by Monica Sayers. For Mike. If you ask 10 people in a room to tell you what happened in the last 5 seconds, you will receive 10 different accounts. This is my non-linear account of the last 30 years. My truth is marred by time, emotion, sleep deprivation, strong opinions, and coping mechanisms. But it is my truth. Some names have been obscured. Some have been changed. Some have not. A few people have been stitched into one for ease of storytelling. If you're in my life and don't recognize yourself in these stories, consider yourself lucky. If you do, I'm sorry. Chapter 1. I grew up in restaurants. Not in the way that Asian kids grow up in restaurants because it's the family business, but in the way that dining is a huge part of Chinese culture. Food was the excuse to see each other and connect as a family. Growing up, there were no words of praise, no hugs, no "I'm so proud" or "I love you." There was just dinner. Care was expressed by laborious, intricate knife cuts using only a cleaver, simmering a herbal soup to address a minor ailment, slaving over a stove all day to cook my favourite dish, driving several suburbs over to buy a whole fish we couldn't afford, and having family banquets. By the time I started making memories, my family had sold their venue. My dad used to cook with my uncle in a joint venture in Preston back in the 80s. All I know of the place is that it was incredibly hard work with a newborn. I'm referring to my sister. I don't think I was even a smudge in either of my parents' underpants at this stage, and my dad was barely at home. So good riddance to it. The building is still there, functioning as a suburban Chinese restaurant, but I have never stepped foot inside. I only remember the occasional drive out to Preston where Dad would leave me in the back seat of the car with the window cracked, like a dog, while he picked up cash from being paid out of the business. He'd hand me a bag of warm, greasy prawn crackers to keep me quiet on the drive home. I'd sit with them in my lap, work the knot out with my tiny fingers and split the fried treats with him. "Don't tell your sister," he'd say, dreading having to deep fry as soon as he got home. My childhood revolved around the Lazy Susan. I was tucked into a chair against the wall of the local Chinese restaurant, so I could...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?